Hey guys, what's up? This is the continuation series of the Go language REST service. Here we are making the job REST service. Last time we made it the CRUD operation of create a job and get the job by user ID. So today we will complete how to update a job or delete a job. And one more thing guys, we need to ensure that only login user ID should be deleted there on job only. Guys, this is very good project for a Go language beginner. You can understand how the REST service is, how the CRUD operation, how the repository pattern, how to use the AIR package and how to use the environment, how to use the database query. All these things can use it over here. This is very good package for the beginner. Even experienced people also can utilize it and make the such kind of application also. And right now we are making the REST service. In the future we will make the GraphQL or microservices also in very simple way, so that actually beginner or whoever that just starting the learning the Go language, he can understand how to make application. Slowly we will actually add it little advanced feature it also. So let's start the coding part of it. So before update or delete the job, we need to be write down one more method that is called get the job by job ID. So we'll write down, this is get method guys, so we'll write down this one jobs and we will receive a dynamic parameter or route parameter, and here we'll write down the get job by ID handler. This is correct, and this method we will define here only, where we are defining these two methods. So we'll go into this file and we'll define below it. Here we'll write down functions. This is job handler, this is also correct, and this is also correct. So what we are trying to do, we are getting the parameter. So whatever the parameter we will get in the URL, that parameter we are getting it. If the parameter is null, then we'll write down invalid job ID. If the parameter we have correct, then we will actually call a service API call. This is also correct. If we get error from the service API call, we will write down this one. This is also correct, and we will return it also. All are the correct only. Now we need to define a service method, and in the service we'll go and we need to define get job by ID. So this is simple function guys, normal get function as we did it earlier also, but now we are just having the ID only. That's it. So we'll just simply call the repository functions, and in the repository we need to write down just where clause, where the job ID equal to whatever the ID we are passing it. So we'll define into repository. In the repository we'll define this one, and we will get the ID and SQL database object. Inside init function we will actually select statement where ID equal to whatever the ID we are defining it, and whatever the data we will get it, that we are storing into a model, or I can just simply make it a blank model also. So I can just simply write down job colon equal to a percent model of the job model. This is also correct. Now below this one we need to be just scan and pass all the value to this job model. Okay, so this is, we are scanning it and we are passing it ID, title, description, all the data into this job model. Right, if everything file, simply return the job. If we have some error, we will write down the error from here only. Right, we are passing everything, that is also fine, or we can actually select over here also like ID, title, description, whatever the field we wanted to send, we can choose it also from here, or we can send it all the data, whatever the UI required, that we will use it also. So we'll save it, and this functionality we done it. Right, so let's test this functionality. We'll make a one more HTTP test file, job underscore by ID dot HTTP. This is get method, and it should be go through with the authentication, means we require token also. So we'll use one of the methods, for example of this one, or this is also we can use, and we need to be pasted over here. This is get method, this is correct, but here we'll write down a jobs /1. We require token, so this token is not valid, so we'll write down the valid token. But before that we need to run our applications. Let's write down here, and our application is live. Yes, our routing path or endpoint is also came. Now we can just simply hit and we will get the token invalid, right, because this token is expired. So we need to generate a new token with the, again we need to log in it. So we'll just simply send request, we got a token, we'll copy and we'll go there, not here, we'll write down here only. So we'll just remove this one, paste it. Now we'll hit send request and we get it also, right? So this is working well. I can pass another job ID, send request, I got the another ID also. This is working well. Right, now we need to define two more endpoint, update or delete the job. So we'll go into routing file again, there we'll close this one. We will define one more route. For update we need to simply change the REST function type, or you can say HTTP header, we will change it. Okay, and here we'll write down just update job handler, and this method also defined it over here only. Functions, and the function name copy, we'll write down update job handler. Here we'll receive a SQL database object, and we need to define a routing handler functions. In this function, first we will get a parameter, then we will check the parameter is valid or not valid. According to that, we need to show some error message to the user. This is also correct, this is also correct, and this is also correct. After this one, we need to make a model to receive the payload, and we will sync the payload into that model. So it will be similar to this one, right? So we'll copy this code and we'll paste it, and we'll close it. So till here we made it. Now we need to do one more thing. This job we can write down, we can assign the job ID also. So whatever the ID we get it, we will assign it. Below this one we should check authorizations. So whichever the user is trying to update, or whatever the ID we are getting, that ID should be belongs to that user only, that whoever the make the token or whoever the authenticated. So we will get the two variables that we already wrote down in middleware. These are the variables, user ID and isAdmin. So these two variables we will use it over here, and we will write down the two variables, user ID, this is correct, and below this one we will write down isAdmin, this is also correct. And authorization we can check it over here also, or we can check into the service file also. Both is the fine. So we will make the function into service. We will write down service update job, and here we'll pass it. This is correct. Database, jobs, user ID, and isAdmin, all are the correct. And this is services. Now we need to define a method into service. We'll go there. We'll define functions, this method, and here we'll receive these are the parameters. All are correct also. And we will return job, whatever the job we are updating, that updated job we will send back to the UI, right? Or either the error also. So here we need to be defined now. Inside it we need to check the authorizations. So to check the authorization from this job ID, first we will get the job, particular job. Okay, so that we will get it actually from here using this function also. We will write down existing job or error with this ID, and ID we can write down job.id, right? After that, if you get some error, we will return it from here only, because we wasn't able to get the jobs from that ID, so we'll return it from here. If data we get it, then we can simply check if this is not admin, an existing user ID, whatever we get it from the existing job, whatever the user ID we created with that particular job, or we get a user ID from the token. If this is mismatch, then we can write down one error message, unauthorized to update this job. If everything is well, then we can simply call a repository method. In repository, we need to define one more method, functions update job. This is correct, this is also correct. Now if we got some error, we will return from error from here. So title we can update, descriptions, company, location, salary, this is all are correct. These are the data, all are the correct. If everything is well, we can just simply say job, or in place of error we can write down nil only. That is also correct. We don't need to get the result, we can just simply write down this one, because this is actually the pointer type. So whatever the job we will get, actually we will send it that job data only, right? If you want to update something, we can update it also, like updated by, updated date, something. If you want, we can update it over here also. But now whatever the data we get, we will return it back it also. So now everything is well. Now let's test it, this one also. So we'll save, I think one more unsaved file we have. Now we can make one more endpoint, job update, and in this job update we require this data to update it. Suppose for this job 2, okay, I'll show you it also. So job, not all job by ID. So here we can pass 2 and send request. This is the core language developer, this is this. We are trying to updating senior. Here I'm writing down from developer to it will become senior developer. So salary I'm incrementing this one. Okay, so this data we need to send it, and definitely token also we need to match. So to match the token, I need to write down, or either we need to copy this token. We need to copy this token and paste it over here. Now let's send this request. Okay, we sent the request, but we didn't get any response back. Let's see the handler. This is the last request. Yeah, so we didn't completed this one. So let's complete this one also. So here we'll get the update job error, either of them. If we got an error, we will return it from here, or internal server error we can write down this is correct. If everything is fine, we can return it with the status okay, the current updated job. So now we'll go back, send request, we can see Go language senior developer, we get it, and we should check it also if database updated or not. That we can check from here. We send it and we can see this data is updated correctly, right? So our update functionality is working well. Now the last thing is we need to develop the delete functionality. Delete is also very similar to this one. So first we will go into routing and we'll define a method, definitely with the ID only. So we'll define delete job with the particular ID. So we'll write down delete. This method also we need to define here only. Functions, this is also correct. Routing handler, first we need to get the parameter. So this is the parameter, this is correct, this is also correct, this is also correct, right? And for authorization, yes, we should write down this one. Okay, so we should not check here, we will check it into service file. Why I'm checking in service file, why not here? Because in the service file we can directly call the repository, and to make the less call, so why we need to be first get the data from repository to service and service to handler. So rather than moving into handler, we can check into the service only. So that's why actually I'm writing down there, but we can check any places also. All the places are fine. So till here, this are same code only. No, I don't require exactly to sync it. This is wrong. That is correct. So I required only ID. This is also fine. So we'll just simply write down the service method. So we'll write down service dot delete job. Here we'll define it ID, user ID and admin. This is correct. Now in the service we will define this method. We'll go into service, functions, delete job, all the parameter we received. This is correct. Now here we'll just simply call the repository method. Simply check the authorization. Same way, first we will get the existing job on the basis of ID. So this is ID, we can use it. And if we get some error, we will return the error from here only. This is correct. After that we will check the authorizations, this is also correct, or we can check if everything is fine, we will call the repository method. In the repository we'll write down delete query. So this is correct, this is correct. On the basis of the ID we will delete it. If we get some error, we will return the error from here. If everything is fine, we can return the nil also. So this is all are the correct also. So this is all are the correct, or I can make the simpler also. I can just write down the error if we get some error, otherwise I can return it the null also, or I can write down this one also fine. I need to send it always. Yeah, so this is correct, this is done. And now we should go to handler and we need to complete this one. So in the handler we can get the error also. If we get an error, we can show internal server error, this one. And if everything is fine, we can simply show this job deleted successful message or some other message, right? Okay, we'll save all the file and we'll go to our API test folder. Here we'll write down job underscore delete, put HTTP, and here we'll define a delete method, delete, and we required a URL that we can get it from here, and we required a token also. We'll copy and this is fine. Okay, and that's it. Now we can just simply hit it, send request, and this job is deleted. Now we can just simply get by the job ID. So if I hit it, this one, we get a null, right? Because we does not have the job for the ID 2, right? If we will get from the 1, we should get the job. Send request, we are getting the job. So this is also done. So this is also done, right? So guys, this much you can make it, and we completed job related all the endpoint. We can make few more endpoint also, like search the job, apply the job, or you can say rating the job, review the job, something also we can make it. But we can upgrade actually services later on once exactly we will make the UI part. So that's it only in this video. So in next video we'll make the admin sections, and there we will make some endpoint to manage the jobs and the user. So till the time you guys can do the practice it, take the reference of the source code and just make it. See you in the next video. Till the time, happy coding.